Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome to 2020 Tarot. This is Natalie. So this is your reading for couples in love for the month of March. Okay, it'll be... Oh, there's two cards that came out. Amazing. Okay, so first card out is card number 2. And this card speaks of like attracts like. And you've got this little girl holding on to this little doll that's looking just like her. And that doll is also holding on to another little doll. There's like 3 of them there. I can't really tell if the little doll is also holding on to a little doll. But I'm going to show you the card in a minute. It says, if you are looking for more love in your life, you need to be more loving. Okay, so that's a good message. But see, this is the initial lady or girl holding on to a doll. And that doll's holding on to a doll too. But anyways, if you want more love in your life, this is card number 2. You need to be more loving. Okay? I like this card. Very beautiful. I like them all. I love those cards. They're absolutely fantastic. The artwork is beautiful. Okay, the next card out is card number 32. And it says, look at your pattern in relationships. Okay? It requires inner strength to recognize that you need to change or modify your behavior. Okay. So you've got this person holding onto a heart. And that person is being shown a mirror that's held by someone else or an energy in the background. Basically forcing that person with the heart to look at themselves in the mirror to, understand what it is that they're doing. What are their patterns? I suspect this is probably going to be for you, my dear Sagittarius. Look at your patterns in relationships. And recognize what it is that you need to change or modify in these behaviors. Okay? Oops, the tarot now. Okay, for Sagittarius in love, couples, for the month of March. Sagittarius in love, couples for the month of March. Oops. Well, it'll be this. Okay, so the energy now between the two of you is that of temperance, balance, harmony for the most part at this moment. I think maybe there's a lot of energy that's being put to heal. I think this is probably what it is. It's a healing card more than balancing because, there's part of the message that's being said is look at yourself in the mirror and look at your behaviors because your behavior could be harming the other person's feelings. And if you want to be loved, you need to give more love. So I think this is about that. It's the process of that change happening and also healing. But let's deep dive. Communication is the 6 of Cups. Okay, reminiscing about the past. The strength of the relationship is the Devil. Okay. The weakness is the 5 of Cups. The reality is the 10 of Pentacles. The passion is the 6 of Swords. And the key to the future is the Hermit. All right, so... I'm going to say that temperance has many meanings, but some readers use temperance as, someone who has a drinking problem and someone who's healing from that drinking problem. And the only reason why I'm bringing this up is because we have the Devil here, and we also have the 6 of Cups, and we have the 6 of Cups. And those cards kind of, to me, it's kind of like, okay, someone probably enjoyed some kind of, if not drinking, it could be associated with something else, right? Some other kind of substance abuse. And when I mean substance, it doesn't just mean substance as in consumable substances. It could be like gambling. It could be something to that effect, right? It could be anything. Some kind of addiction that one of the partners had. And what's being communicated is, how come in the past it wasn't like this? Reminiscing about the past when things were nice and innocent, and peaceful, because there's a lot of lilies in this deck. Contrary to other decks, these look like lilies. Lilies to me are peace. So things were peaceful in the past, and that's what's being communicated. The strength is the devil. And now, the strength by the devil could have a couple of significance, but you're both tied up in this energy. So you're both being influenced by this energy, but you're both sticking it out. And that's what I see from this. You both realize there's an issue, and you're both sticking it out. You're stuck to one another. Okay? And the weakness is that there's one person that is absolutely disappointed, but still sticking it out. One person is focusing on maybe the abusive part from the other partner and not turning around and looking at the other cup, the other two cups that are standing. So one person is a little bit more, the word in French is amertume, has a little bit more amertume, but I don't know how to say that in English, has a little bit more bitterness. Bitterness is a little bit bitter, but still hanging in there, okay? Which is good, Sagittarius. The reality is, you guys are very wealthy. You still have a happy home. You're trying to make things work. You have no lack of anything. Probably very wealthy, and that's why there's a lot of this. This has been able to be tolerated because of the wealth in the relationship. Because let's say you had a gambling problem, it could have gotten really bad to the point where there's no more, the family fortune's being gambled away. So obviously that's not the case here. So the reality is, there's a lot of strength and in wealth and health within the community of your family, your couple. So having said that, the passion between the two of you, though, is one that needs to be morphing into something different, because there's been some ups and downs, and you need to go to a calmer shore, calmer waters, and maybe drop 3 of those swords behind and only take 3. So drop some of the worries, and most likely what needs to happen is whoever's got that behavior, they need to modify and change that pattern in order for the relationship to, persist and grow and heal from it. The key to the future is the Hermit, and the Hermit to me is exactly what this card is all about. It's the same thing. It's going within, looking in the mirror, seeing what's going on, understanding what it is that we do, where our faults are. We have the answers inside of us, and we need to be illuminated. Okay? I hope it makes sense. Let's look at these cards here. These are other cards for lovers, and this is for Sagittarius. The card that came out is one where there's a couple of butterflies on here. Sorry, right there, right there. And the woman seems to have a little bit of tears coming out. There's a lot of love there, and almost nearly at the throat chakra. So, there's a lot of love that's being communicated, or maybe not even communicated. Maybe it's blocked at this point. And maybe some of this love is self-love as well. That's being blocked. And the disappointment, you've got running water, right? The running liquid from the cups. This water could be the tears that are flowing from that person's eyes. And it's calling for transformation, either on your part or the other part, right? So let me pick a card from the transformation deck, the butterflies, and one had, oh my God, the one had flipped over as I was shuffling. It says healthcare change. Someone needs to make healthcare changes to their lives. This will assist with the relationship if someone does change their habits. And the message on this card here is only time will tell. A lot of work needs to be put in, I think. Someone needs to improve their health. And this will essentially bring some change in the relationship, Sagittarius. And the outcome will most likely be much better if the person stays on that path. Let's grab another card here. We'll take this one. And this one here is another couple that's in embrace. Oops. And it says on the back, friendship. Nurture the bonds of friendship within your relationship and your love life will dramatically improve. So maybe there's been a lot of hurt that was done, said, and it's asking you to go back to the friendship, like from the past, right? From the Six of Cups, reminiscing about the past. You know, when we started a relationship, we're mostly friends. And it's calling for you to go back there and work on that friendship aspect in order to be able to, you know, develop it into something more, this relationship, to make it strong again. And maybe because you've been hurt in the past and you want more love, this card could be applicable to both parties. The party that is actually doing the toxic codependency, they need to love themselves. There's a reason why there's a codependency problem. They need to love themselves first and foremost. So they need to throw more love at themselves in order to be able to receive love, right? The other one too, possibly because of the fact that they're disappointed, they're hurt. Probably they've stopped giving as much as they were giving in the past. So as you see that the person who's going to be working on themselves, working on their challenges and their codependency, as they're working towards this, you'll be in a much better place to see improvement. And it's probably asking you to start being friends again so that you can nurture that love you once had, that loving feeling that you once had for one another. And then finally, you'll be able to make it to the next shore where the drama is going to stop. Okay? Let's look at the after tarot. Should the advice be followed for Sagittarius in love? Couple of relationships. Look at this. Okay, look, I'm not taking these two. I'm going to take the ones that fell first. You have the Death card, the Transformation card, and now on this deck, the Sun has risen. So you know what? The change has happened, and now it's a new day. And we have the Temperance again. Look, peace. A dove is coming out of the cup, so peace is finally going to be attained. It's divinely guided. I mean, there's like that halo around the one's head. And instead of having to balance things out from one cup to another, now that alcohol being dropped, if it's alcohol, that's being dumped, and peace is coming out of the cup. I mean, this is beautiful. It's a beautiful transformation. The sun is also rising on the horizon on this cup, on this card, sorry. A new day is starting. And you see a lot of mountains on the back. So mountains were, you know, like obstacles. They're difficult to surmount, but the sun is rising. I think this is great. Very great for you, Sagittarius. So let me know if this resonated. Give me a thumbs up and give me some comment in the comment section. And if it did not resonate, well, Come and check me out next month again. Okay, take care, my dear Sagittarius. Bye-bye.